Richard Levy's move down the order paid dividends for Northamptonshire as his first Championship 100 and career best score helped his county move ahead of opponents Essex on the second day of the LV County Championship match at Wantage Road. Resuming on 43 without loss in response to Essex's 276, the home side lost Rob Newton in the morning's 8th over when he clipped a ball from David Masters to Rhys Topley at mid-wicket. Newton was out for 27 to end the opening partnership on 55, but Stephen Peters remained and now made very steady progress with Alex Wakely for company. Wakely had made 11 of a total of 84 when he had two of his stumps flattened by Ravi Bapara, who then struck again in his next over. Peters on 44, driving while releasing one hand off the bat to Jesse Ryder, who held on well, a wicket which left Northamptonshire on 95 for 3. It was turning out to be Essex's morning, but Rob Keogh again looked a class act as he balanced the first session up by making it to 21 by the time the lunch break arrived, the interval coming with the home side on 121 for 3, trailing by 155 runs. Levi had just got going before lunch and started to put his side on top on the resumption. Before an injury, the South African had played as an opening batsman, but in this game he swapped places with Newton, and the decision maker behind that can be very pleased with the way things worked out. 63 runs have been added for the fourth wicket before Keogh on 36 losses off stump to give Topley his first wicket of the season after staying on the sidelines with his problematic back. The game was nicely poised at this stage and could have gone either way. It went the way of Northamptonshire though, once Josh Cobb came in to join Levi. With a flourish here and there, this pair, who are both natural shot makers, began to establish another very handy partnership for their team. Levi was able to complete a 50 off 80 balls with this single off Topley. Thus far, the batsman had struck 7 fours and now well and truly set. His innings was to be a crucial one, and he knew the importance of it too. He was gifted some runs as Adil Malik didn't always get it right, but otherwise he had to work hard, and this wasn't the ball battering knock we've come to expect from the 27-year-old who made a name for himself as a shorter game specialist. He lost Cobb after the former Leicester man had made 40 of a fifth wicket partnership of 91, an edge off Malik being gleefully scooped up by Nick Brown. T arrived with the home side on 249 for 5, just 27 runs behind, and before too long they were ahead, with Levi closing in on his maiden Championship 100. That arrived off his 148th ball after a fraction more than 3 hours at the crease, with his 13th 4, a leap showing you that this achievement meant a lot to a man who hadn't scored a first-class ton since February 2013. He knew that he needed to go on. His side now in a very good position against a team which must be low on confidence right now. Essex's poor run continued as the evening session wore on, Levi now seeing the ball so well that shots like these had become rather easy for him. He'd added 66 runs with Ben Duckett for the 6th wicket, which meant that Northamptonshire were 39 runs to the good when the keeper was trapped in front for 20 by a nip-backer from Topley. Levi now had a career best in his sights, that the 150 he made for Western Province all the way back in 2007 when he was a very young man. He found just the man at the other end that he wanted at this stage of the day. Stephen Crook knows of only one way to play this game, and that's to hit a cricket ball hard. As ever, he was soon scoring his runs quicker than one per ball as he and Levi put on another 50-run partnership, the fourth in succession in this innings. Levi beat his previous first-class best just before the close, an effortless and brilliantly timed push off his legs, bringing him his 19th boundary in an innings which had now occupied 207 deliveries. It had been a masterclass from the talented South African who's been promising such a thing for a while now. And he was still there when stumps were drawn as he and Crook took their partnership to 82 in 14 overs against a tiring attack which was made up of 9 bowlers, Brown delivering just one ball before he went off injured. These two batsmen ensure that their side are all but certain to add maximum batting points to their full haul with the ball on day 1. They will enter day 3 on 397 for 6 with 2 overs left to score the 3 runs they need for 400. Levi will go to bed dreaming of a maiden double ton. He'll resume on 157 with Crook on 38, which has been made off just 34 deliveries. Northamptonshire then are already 121 runs ahead.